Lu Sheng had shown his power to all the students. Lu Sheng comes out after talking to the vice principal. After showing his power, Lu Sheng opens his phone and the first thing he looks at is the campus network, where only he is being discussed. Lu Sheng had seen the phone after receiving Lin Zi's message, but as soon as he saw the phone, his first attention was on the hot news of the campus where only Lu Sheng was being discussed, and that news was something like this. Lu Sheng's era is upon us. Prepare to feel the fear of Lu Sheng's domination. Lu Sheng's burning hot montage. Is it appropriate for freshmen to become? Is it appropriate for Frez martial arts teachers? University's Southern Fitness Center senior and short-haired senior, well-tempered, kind and gentle, first come first served. The strongest freshman in the history of the 7th St. Martial University. The glory belongs to our 7th St. Martial University. Is Wen Jingxuan, the current #1 on the 7 Saints leaderboard, strong enough to defeat Lu Sheng's one hand? Let's analyze. All scenes of Lu Sheng fighting, such hot editing. Mine, all for me. Competence is never a reason to be reckless. Escape. It has never been my solution. How far would Lu Sheng be able to go? The first ever master to be born at the university. Lu Sheng was slowly watching all this news in which there were comments about beating up some other universities. From now on, I can finally feel proud and stand tall. I will no longer feel inferior to the students of other St. Martial universities. Lu Sheng is amazing. Magical, truly magical. I will never forget this day in my life. Brothers, the time for our counterattack has come. Tomorrow, we will go to the other universities and kick their towers. In the comments, some girls were asking for some more videos of Lu Sheng and Miao Rengxing's fight so that they could use those videos or photos as their phone's wallpaper. After reading these comments, Lu Sheng gets a little worried and says, as expected of girls practicing martial arts, they are so bold with their words. Then suddenly Yang Yuan appears in front of him, and seeing her, Lu Sheng smiles and says, what happened today is really ridiculous. I didn't expect so many people to show up. On hearing that, Yang Yuan quickly says, it's fine, you are busy, not to mention that your current results are so amazing, truly dazzling. While saying her words, Yang Yuan says in a very romantic way, can I meet you again in the future? At this time, Lu Sheng had a drink in his hand, and while drinking it he said, what, why can't you meet me? This is a small matter. Besides that, if there was no resistance against you, there would be no fun at all. On the other hand, at 4th St. Martial University, Miao Rengxing goes to the food stall and orders many things from the chef. Miao Rengxing was sitting with a lot of food items, and he was continuously eating the meat in anger. While he was eating, some students saw him and started talking among themselves. It's Miao Rengxing. I heard you went to the 7th St. Martial University and failed to capture the tower. So he is back all dejected. Just then one of the students laughs and makes fun of Miao Rengxing and says, isn't that normal? He was beaten by a freshman from 7th St. Martial University. It is said that he was picked up by the neck and lifted like a chicken. Many students were saying different things to Miao Rengxing like this. Damn it, no way that's true, right? How can a freshman be so strong? Then Miao Rengxing is not that weak. Hey, who knows if he is or not? If he doesn't have the skills, he is still trying to show off. The main point is that he was beaten up by a freshman. This completely embarrassed us. A typical case of acting like a pretentious prick and then failing like a fool, really. Listening to all of them, Miao Rengxing tries to calm himself down completely while eating, saying, calm down, you should just stay calm. Don't let their remarks affect your mood, you just focus on eating. The conversations that were happening in each other's ears till now started becoming louder. They all started laughing loudly and making fun of Miao Rengxing and started saying their own things. And there is more to it too. It is said that he was so scared by that freshman that he fainted on the spot and pissed himself all over his crotch. There was too much talking between all of them, and Miao Rengxing could not bear it. He throws away his food and first catches the guy who was laughing the most. He catches him and says angrily, I did not piss myself. Let me say this again, I did not piss mislef. All the students standing there were very scared after seeing Miao Rengxing like this, and the person whom Miao Rengxing was holding was in a very bad condition due to fear. It seemed that he would cry any moment. Then someone calls Miao Rengxing by his name. Miao Rengxing listens to him and says keep going and I will hit you next. Then the sound of calling him comes loudly. Hearing his name, Miao Rengxing attacks the guy with a punch without even seeing him. As soon as Miao Rengxing's punch reaches that guy, the guy catches his punch. Seeing the familiar face in front of him, Miao Rengxing says it is you. And this unknown person was none other than Lu Sheng, who caught Miao Rengxing's punch and said, Miao Rengxing, you don't have any manners. This is the second time. Continuing his talk, Lu Sheng placed his hand on Miao Rengxing's shoulder, and at this moment Miao Rengxing was looking exactly like a dog who was unable to say anything due to fear in front of his master. Then Lu Sheng continues his talk again. I just wanted to let you know that I've come to your university to capture your tower. Any problems with that? Hearing Lu Sheng's words, Miao Rengxing says no out of fear and says that he has no problem. Then Lu Sheng picks up Miao Rengxing and throws him away and starts going towards the tower. Lu Sheng had left from there, but Miao Rengxing was sitting there in complete fear. All the students say after seeing Miao Rengxing like this is bad. Miao Rengxing is not a weakling. He's ranked first on the seniors leaderboard and 6th on the 7 Saints leaderboard. Who was that? He pinched Miao Rengxing so easily. After listening to all of them, Miao Rengxing gets nervous and scared and says he is Lu Sheng. As soon as they hear Lu Sheng's name from Miao Rengxing's mouth, they also shout and say, "What did you say? He's Lu Sheng. Quick, go back and tell everyone. Lu Sheng from the 7th St. Martial University has come to capture the tower. Call the top 10 back, quickly." Just then someone comes there and says, "What nonsense, Miao Rengxing is already doomed. He's just a loser now, he doesn't even dare to fart. Just because he has lost his courage doesn't mean we also have to. I also want to see the freshman that beat him to the point of leaving such trauma." This was being talked about by 2 students who have just arrived here. Probably both of them are as strong as Miao Rengxing. Seeing both of them here, a different excitement arises in all the students standing there, as if with the arrival of these two, they will defeat Lu Sheng. They all start shouting and saying that they are from the seniors leaderboard. Yang Jiangkan is in, and Feng Meikong is 3rd. Right, Miao Rengxing is on his own. He doesn't represent us. The fighting spirit of our 4th St. Martial University is eternal. Let's guard our tower and get rid of Lu Sheng. We can do it. All of them were shouting, and then the leaderboard changed, seeing which they all got completely stunned. Because at this time the ranking list of Martial Saint Tower was changed in the screen, and the first name in it was Lu Sheng, who was on floor 28. Seeing him, everyone says that he has already gone to floor 28. Our university has already crushed. Then we see that all the top students of 5th University had gathered at one place, and were discussing about Lu Sheng. One of the students, who was among them, became very serious and said to all of them, "Everyone, among the freshmen of the 7th St. Martial University, there is a monster. I think you all know, his name is Lu Sheng. He's this year's Dragon Martial Scholar, the new rising star. On the first day of entering the university, he defeated people from the seniors leaderboard." Then a girl interrupts him and says, "Jing Yu, why don't you stop rambling and just tell us what to do?" Hearing that girl, Jing Yu rubs his hands on his head and says, "What to do? What do you think we should do?" He broke the record in half a day. His name is now heard throughout the whole 7th St. Martial University. Just then someone's voice comes from outside saying that this is very bad. Lu Sheng has come here. On hearing this, all the students sitting in the union become completely stunned. Lu Sheng opens the door and says laughingly, "You will not welcome me." So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next, we will know in the next chapter. And don't forget to give number out of 100 to the chapter, and we will meet in another video. Till then, goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video too.